James is a 40-year-old white male. He has spent nearly 1/3 of his life in prison for a crime he continues to commit each time he is released. A crime that brings him into your homes. A crime that violates your life. Burglary. James became addicted to heroin while serving in Vietnam. He returned to the United States with a $400 a day habit. James says he turned to burglary as a way to support his drug dependency. In 1971, James committed his first burglary at the age of 21. From 1971 to 1973, James claims to have committed over 200 burglaries. Now that's about one every other day. In 1975, while on probation, James says he is responsible for another 200 burglaries. This in only a 9-month period of time. From December 1978 through December 1979, he claims to have burglarized 250 homes. On June the 1st, 1987, James was charged with manslaughter. He declined to discuss this incident. In 1990, James was arrested in Plano, Texas. During the 2 months prior to this arrest, James assumes responsibility for over 200 burglaries. That is over 4 burglaries a day, 6 days a week.
My first concern is whether the home is protected or not.
You protected, you mean alarm system?
Yes, sir. My entry is usually the front or the back door. I don't break windows, I don't like to make noise, and I like a door that has an alcove or possibly shrubbery hidden from view. If not, very minimal peripheral vision. Myself, I specialize in UPS delivery service. They will do all the work for you. And if you are unobtrusive in your pursuit, he won't know what you're doing. And I always keep a map scope, and if I ever get a strange look from a UPS driver, I'll just walk right and confront him. Say, do you know where such and such is? I can't find it. I'm making delivery myself, and blah, blah, blah. And he'll assist me every time. But UPS does the knocking for you. They post a yellow sticker that can be seen from 100 yards away. And to this day, I can't believe they're still doing this. I mean, I have full, I'd hate to try to guess how many burglaries because of that. And see, UPS starts early, just like a burglar. And when I say that you can literally follow him around and pull 4 or 5 a day, I'm talking from experience. And to me, I can't believe it's still in effect. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be. The neighborhoods that I like are adult neighborhoods, okay? Hopefully without children. Or if they do have children, they're in school. I use the cars. I see that it's a 2-car. A lot of times you go look in the garage. You wait till the sun goes down, you go look in the garage. Yeah, there's 2 cars there. You come back the next morning and you look and there's no cars there. The adults are gone. And from there, it's just a matter of... I will look for electric tape, magnets, wire. A lot of people they have a false impression that a sticker, Autosonic, or this home protected by ADT security systems, that's great, and it probably works in some instances, but when you have a burglar who is sincere, I mean, this is what he's doing for his living and his livelihood, that sticker's not going to fool him at all. I have what's called a burglar's tool. It is a pry bar made especially for doors. And it will take the whole trim. You can't beat it with a bolt. Like I say, you can put whatever you want in there, but really you're just dealing with trim and a piece of sheetrock. And the bar I use just collapses all that. And it's without that much of a vigorous effort. A lot of people seem to think that by leaving their blinds open and their curtains open that, accessible view, that's in my opinion, that's a misnomer. All you're doing is assisting a burglar.
Showing him what you have in there.
Sure, sure. He sees a VCR and a TV, and he's looking in the kitchen. He sees your microwave, and there's a video cam, underneath the VCR there. And, he's going to come in and take it, and you've made it accessible to him. I will bang if necessary. I mean, if there's someone in the shower, I don't want a confrontation. I don't want any. I'm not there for a physical encounter. I'm there for a theft, a burglary. And I will knock loud enough to wake you up. And when I enter, if I'm going around back, I will have the pretense that I'm there for other reasons. I'm reading a meter, or, I've had people walk out in the backyard, and what do you want? What are you doing here? And I'll say, my God, what are you still doing in the home? Don't you know that we have a gas leak reported here? And let me go call this in. What's your address? And I'm gone. And confusion is what I try to instill. I say that the front door is my main entry, or that's where I find out the situation. If the house is alarmed, if there's a dog inside, if it's worth my time. And if so, I will go behind the home, pull into the garage. Most of my burglaries are fenced. If you get in a half-crouched position, the neighbors can't see you. I enter the home, make sure no one's there, open the garage, pull the vehicle into the garage, and pull the burglary. Okay, the way I usually do it is I have a partner that works strictly components. The TV, VCR, camcorders, stereo systems, the components in the bedrooms. I will usually, first thing, I'll walk right in and take the bedspread and lay it out on the front room floor or a sheet. All the components are going in there. Once they're in there, you tie all the corners together, and you've hidden your merchandise. It goes in the back of the truck. Whether you have a shell or not, it's still hidden. I mean, it's concealed. I strip pillowcases off the pillows. I put the jewelry boxes, the guns, and if there's rifles, I'll take another sheet and roll them up. Burglary takes 6 minutes if two people know what they're doing. In and out. I'm pretty proficient because of the number that I've done, and people generally are, what would the word be, I guess, consistent. People normally keep the same items in the same places.
If I wanted jewelry and we're going to break in the house, where would I look for that at?
Okay. First thing, it's going to be a jewelry box on top of the dresser. If it's not there, it may be in the bathroom. A lot of people have bathroom closets with sheets and towels, but there's one for the jewelry box, the makeup. If not, I go to the closet, under the bed, the top drawers of the dresser. Usually by then I've found them. And sometimes you have to go to the bottom drawer, up under the bed.
Guns?
You bet. Mattress, under the mattress, in the closet. That's where the gun is.
Women's closet, men's closet?
Both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Purse?
You bet.
In the closet?
Mm-hmm.
Cash?
Cash is a rare commodity in a burglary. But now, and I'll tell you, the times that I've found it, it's because it was visible. It's either in the jewelry box, I didn't even know I got it till later, or it's sitting up under a knick-knack on top of the dresser, or usually it'll be in the headboard of a bed, is where the money's at. Or they'll o'clock till 2. I don't like to work. Most people, when they have appointments in the afternoon, but in the morning they don't go to work. They're going to answer the door. The morning, between 8 and 11, those 3 hours are your prime burglary hours. I entered a home. I was in the home for a full minute, and a man walked out of the shower and walked right down his hallway. And he, out of his peripheral vision, I believe he saw me in the front room. Well, I was gone. When I got in the truck, and it was about a half a block away, I looked in the side mirror and he was looking at his door, but I was gone. Another time, I had a guy come home on me, and I hid behind the partition. When he noticed the back door, and he walked straight back to it. And when he did, I split out the front. I know some burglars that carry pistols, and that's not me, but I do know some that do work like that. I don't want any confrontation.
Most don't.
Right, right. My mode is when I am finished with the burglary and have the stolen merchandise, I am going straight to the fence. Don't pass go, don't stop for a Coke, no cigarette, go get rid of the merchandise. My specialty is having the stuff sold and gone before it's ever reported stolen. In that light, you, the thief, you're either good or you're bad. If you're good, you meet people at drug houses, people in the business that, if you're good, you go to prison, you do your own time, you've got no problems. Plus the fact, the number of people that you meet in prison that you're running into, hey, what are you doing, You know what I'm about. You get referrals. I mean, there's no problem about selling the merchandise. You'd be surprised, literally be surprised. I have a fence that owns 5 car lots. I have another fence that is a vice president of a very large dealership. Then again, I have another one that owns a regular auto body shop. I have another guy that works. He does a lot of the buying for a fairly big store that's located in the Mexican barrio. And a lot of my stuff goes to Mexico. The VCRs, the TVs, the microwaves.
Right across.
Right.
Think you get the top dollar out of it?
Well, I do because I'm consistent. And when you need what you call an active fence, he encourages, come on with it, I'll take all you can bring. And you establish a trading line, because it's a continual thing. I probably get as good as money as anybody. I will tell you this, when a number, identification number is scratched on merchandise, it usually lessens the value of it.
Does it?
Yes, it does. On the fences, because he has to deal with that. Give you a quick rundown on that. Number one, close your blinds, close your curtains. Leave the stereo on. The best protection you can have if you don't have an alarm is a dog. A burglar will not mess with you if you got a dog. Now, I say normally. I know I don't, and I've only seen a few guys that would even mess with them. Like I say, your best protection is an alarm. Your next best protection is a dog inside. And your next best protection is concerned neighbors. People out there, you live next door to each other for 3 years and you don't know your neighbor's name. I can understand privacy, but to a point. I mean, if people got together and became concerned, I bet they could curtail a third of the burglaries that are taking place just by involvement. If I'm pulling a burglary and I see somebody walk out of a neighbor's house and look at me, I'm gone. Obviously, I'm attracting attention, and that's not how it goes. When you get concerned neighborhoods, you usually don't go back. You know, these people are on their job. Leave them alone, you'll get busted.
So take James' advice. Be a concerned neighbor. If you see suspicious activity, take a description of the driver, vehicle, and plates if possible, and call 911 or Crime Watch to report it.